Okay, you guys, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. No intros this time, no corny jokes. This is gonna be the most serious review I've ever done, and I'm gonna be reviewing World Trade Center, okay? September 11th is closely approaching, so I decided for the month of August I will be reviewing both WTC and United 93. So basically, the film stars Nicolas Cage, Michael Peña, Maggie Gyllenhaal, Maria Bello, Michael Shannon. There was one more, but I forgot. But Nicolas Cage plays John McLaughlin, and Michael Peña plays Will and Minnow, two New York City Port Authority police officers who on 9/11 goes into the World, not into the World Trade Center, they actually go to the concourse of the World Trade Center to get equipment. So them and a few others from their unit, their Port Authority unit, can go inside of the World Trade Center and start rescuing people trapped in the rubble and stuff like that. Remind you, this is only in the concourse of this Trade Center. They never even get officially into the building, basically. So, what happens is, the South Tower collapses, of course, and they get trapped under there. Not only do they have that problem to deal with, the North Tower also collapsed on top of them as well. And basically all hell breaks loose, okay? So basically it's just those two trying to survive as long as they can until they get rescued. This film has a special place for a lot of us, especially me, because not only was this a emotional 9/11 film, this is also my first Oliver Stone film. That's right, I ain't never seen any Oliver Stone movies prior to World Trade Center. When I seen this in theaters with my mom and my cousin, this was my very first Oliver Stone movie. I had no recollection of the man until this movie was created. Okay? Now I realize Oliver Stone was one of the best directors now in Hollywood, so... And it shows in this film. This film is powerful, it's emotional, and it's abruptly, yes, sad because of all the crap that went down that morning. And it holds a special place for me because I was only 14 at the time of those attacks. And I remember that morning bright as day, okay? So that will forever be in my mind. Everybody that went through all this bullshit in New York City will be forever in my mind. New York City, Washington, D.C., and Pennsylvania, of course. And Nicolas Cage, Michael Peña, everybody does a great job in their acting. There's not one flawed thing about this film. The effects in this movie is fucking phenomenal, except for the exceptions of some of the Trade Center scenes where you can tell are blatantly CGI, look like almost CGI, cartoonish like Trade Center towers at fair distances. Then when they zoom in, they're a little bit more realistic like looking. Now, they took some of the, of course they're gonna take some of the dialogue from news coverages and all that stuff and put them in the movie. That's fine. I would do that too, but you know, so I don't have a problem with that. This is just the perfect. I guess you could say this is a perfect tribute film, even though it's not really a tribute. This is like, well, I guess it is in a sense, but it grabs you, okay, and it grabs your attention. And you just sit there for 2 hours and 9 minutes and you just enjoy this, okay? Michael Shannon comes to New York City because he was a former Marine, of course. He comes to New York City. The only way he can get in possible is dressed up like a Marine, so he does, and he gets in. And he and another staff sergeant find Nicolas Cage and them and gets them out of that situation they're in. Basically, because if you don't know by now, they were rescued. Okay, and what I like about the film is it's not just a tribute film. They actually have one of the main survivors from there, Will Minnow. It's actually in this movie as a Port Authority police officer. So I thought that was a well-polished little Easter egg there that they had the actual survivor that Michael Peña is playing in this movie as a Port Authority police officer. It worked. It was just great. I don't really know if I want to watch any special behind the scenes stuff for this movie because I refuse to let the magic die that way. I really like how Oliver Stone did this. The direction is awesome. The way he had that set that looks just like the World Trade Center rubble is fucking phenomenal. It's hard to tell which part was realistic footage and which part was fake when it comes to the helicopter shots of Ground Zero. So, well done, Oliver Stone. I mean, a well done picture. You can't go wrong with it. I'm giving World Trade Center an A+. Okay, it is a great film. Oh, so glad I own this movie. I will be reviewing United 93 once I eventually buy it. I'm going to buy it off Amazon this week. So I should probably have that review up either this week or later next week. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about World Trade Center down below. For me, this is an enthralling and sometimes scary situation, because nothing scared me. Not a movie, nothing like that. 9/11 scared the shit out of me. Okay, it was the only time I was ever afraid of anything. Afraid of flying, because I love flying on my airplanes. I love my airplanes. It was the first time I was actually afraid of flying, afraid of my airplanes, because who knows what dumbass jackass would have did to it while we were in the sky. I mean, I know airplanes crash, but not purposely crash into 4 different areas at the same day. No. So let me know what you guys think about it, and I'll see y'all later. Maybe when I do the possession or something. We'll see.